31 other boats were also detained under the same act of including 18 illegal fishing boats with seizures worth over 50 million ringgit this year. Coming up next, biosimilar products help reduce the cost of medicines. That story up next. Thanks for staying with us. The introduction of biosimilar products as a promising strategy that can benefit the people and country as it encourages competition in the market, which can then lead to a reduction of about 30 to 40% in the cost of medicines. Now, Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail said this is particularly important in Malaysia, especially with an estimated 73% of total deaths in the country due to non-communicable diseases, including cancer. Dato' Sri Dr. Wan Azizah said according to the Malaysian National Cancer Registry Report 2007 to 2011, a total number of 103,407 new cancer cases were diagnosed in Malaysia during the period.
This situation is worse if the cancer is diagnosed in the later stages, which requires costlier treatment. This is why the focus must be on preventive cancer and preventive measures and early detection of cancer.
Speaking at the Biosimilar Carnival 2018 today, she said biosimilars are medical products that are almost identical copies of an original product manufactured by a different company and are usually approved versions of the original products. The enforcement of tyre clamping on vehicles in the city will be handled fully by the Kuala Lumpur City Hall or DPKL together with assistance from a newly appointed private contractor beginning the 1st of November. Now, Federal Territories Minister Khalid Abdul Samad said the takeover was to assure road users that the clamping exercise was not meant to make money for the local authorities, but instead to reduce parking congestion on the city's road.
Ini untuk nak jaga kepentingan warga Kuala Lumpur, bukan untuk nak dapat duit. So bila kita ada entiti yang melihatnya dari sudut komersial, maka ianya menjadi masalah lah, kerana dia punya niat dan tujuan dia adalah sebaliknya. So benda ni akan menimbulkan sedikit konflik dengan kontraktor itu, dan perkara ini kita akan tangani lah. There will be, because there's an agreement.
Last week, DPKL announced that clamping operations in Kuala Lumpur would be suspended indefinitely from November after a directive issued by the Mayor's office. DPKL's parking contract was outsourced to Yayasan Wilayah Persekutuan, YWP, which at the time then headed by the then Federal Territories Minister Dato' Sri Tengku Adnan Tengku Mansor. YWP then privatised the enforcement of parking rules and wheel clamping to parking contractor Vista Samaro Sdn Berhad in September of 2016. A 5-year plan themed Plan Harapan Pembangunan Luar Bandar under the Rural and Regional Development Ministry aims to fulfill the needs of the Malaysian people, namely those residing in rural areas. Now, its Minister Dato' Sri Rina Harun said the implementation will focus on 6 main cores to commence this year. Overall, there are 29 strategies and 94 programs that will be implemented, amongst others, with an emphasis on infrastructure, economics, entrepreneurship, human capital, women, as well as the delivery system. Themed Luar Bandar Sejahtera, the focus is on boosting infrastructure and thus narrowing the gap between urban and rural areas.
Kita sebagai pihak kementerian perlu menyediakan beberapa prasarana yang diperlukan oleh penduduk luar bandar yang kita telah cadangkan supaya adakan desa digital di 50 buah kampung untuk tahun hadapan, supaya lebih banyak kampung-kampung yang mempunyai pencapaian internet yang lebih laju dan lebih luas, supaya dalam pada masa yang sama juga makanya mereka juga boleh menjalankan pelbagai aktiviti keusahawanan apabila prasarana ini diadakan.
Speaking in Putrajaya today, she also expressed a commitment to making rural areas more conducive to a variety of accessibility features enjoyed by the population residing in urban areas. With the initiative to strengthen relationships and at the same time being involved in community services, the Kasih Malaysia, an organisation that consists of the ministers and deputy ministers' wives, was launched today. Its chairman, Tun Dr. Siti Hasma Muhammad Ali, said the organisation would focus on helping out the rakyat.
Mudah nak apa tu, nak jemput orang sokongan persatuan kita ni, sebab kita orang baru. Lepas tu kita perlulah mula daripada zero ground, mencari fundraising, mendapat ahli-ahli dulu, dan kita perlulah perhatikan apa portfolio yang penting, which is a priority untuk ahli-ahli dan juga untuk masyarakat.
Tun Dr. Siti Hasma said this at the launching of Kasih Malaysia in Sri Perdana in Putrajaya. Also present at the launch was Tan Sri Zeti Akhtar Aziz. The organisation has lined up several activities such as personality and ethical development for its members to allow them to fit into their roles as the wives of the country's cabinet lineup. The podium program will not be terminated even though it failed to achieve the objectives set, including for the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games in April and the Asian Games in Indonesia in August. Youth and Sports Minister Syed Saddiq Syed Abdul Rahman said, for now the focus is on preparations for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Syed Saddiq said that an overhaul and a review will be carried out involving all sides in the said program and will focus on high potential sporting events including badminton, karate, diving and cycling. He added that priority would also be training and preparations for international events, specific science and medical services, and sports technology and trainers modules.
Dengan itu, program podium ini sedang disusun semula berdasarkan prestasi dan pencapaian di Sukan ASEAN baru lepas di Jakarta dan Gold Coast di Commonwealth Gold Coast. Satu postmortem telah pun dilakukan oleh MSN dan ISN pada 13 hingga 14 September yang lalu. Program ini akan diteruskan dengan penggunaan dana yang lebih fokus dan tumpuan adalah kepada persediaan bagi menghadapi saingan ke Sukan Olimpik 2020.
Commenting on athletes who had failed doping tests, he expressed disappointment with the recent developments, especially that it involved the career of the athletes concerned. He said his ministry will work closely with the Malaysian Anti-Doping Agency to address the issue. Still ahead, 1 dead, 6 wounded in Kabul election suicide attack. That story up next. You're watching News Unto. Stay with us.
11/11? Shopee's 11/11 big sale from 25th October to 11th November.
Get free shipping from 11 ringgit.
Play Shopee Shake and win prizes up to 1